30 minutes of yoga together. This will be a pretty vigorous flow, strengthening our legs. So let's start with extending our legs out in front of us, long in front. And I like to shift my hips from side to side just to allow the flesh to settle in its natural location. Sitting up nice and tall, root your sits bones down into the earth, lengthen the spine. So lift up from the pelvis, reach the crown of the head all the way up to the sky. Flex your feet so toes are coming towards your nose. Slide your shoulder blades down your back, creating space between your earlobes and the tops of your shoulders. Place your hands next to your hips, coming into Tadasana, staff pose. So really pull those toes towards your nose, lifting your heels up off of the mat. Nice strong legs. Engage your quads, lifting the kneecaps towards your hips. Release that pose there. Drop your heels down to the mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. And as you exhale, hinge forward from your hips ever so slightly. Once you start to feel that your spine is going to curve, stop right there. So coming onto your fingertips so that you allow for there to be length in your spine. Once again, reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Slide those shoulder blades. Engage your lats. Bring them down your back. Make sure you're breathing. Nice big breath. Fill up that space in the lungs. Open it nice and wide. In between each rib. Inhale, come all the way up, walk your hands back. Cross your legs at your ankles and roll yourself over your shins, coming into tabletop. So hands and knees, spread your fingers out nice and wide, press down into the pointer finger knuckle, middle finger facing forward, knees lined up or under the hips, wrists under elbows, under shoulders. Just a couple of quick cat-cows. Inhale, lift your tailbone and your gaze. Exhale, pull that belly button all the way in around that spine. Inhale, lift your tailbone and your gaze. Spread the collarbones. Exhale, pull that belly button all the way in. Create space between your shoulder blades. Push the earth away. Lift from the shoulder blades up. One more time. Inhale, lift your gaze and your tailbone. Exhale, pull that belly button right back in. Chin to chest. Coming back to neutral. Extend that right leg out behind you, coming onto the ball of the foot. Press out through your heel. So you're also pressing down into the mat with your hands. Really press out through that heel, but scissor your inner thighs together so that your weight doesn't shift from one side to the other. If you'd like, you can shift forward a little bit, just stretching out the back chain. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring that right knee back under the right hip. Inhale here, exhale, extend the left leg out behind you, really pressing through that heel, pressure down into the ball of the left foot, press down into your hands, lift up and away from the earth. Strong arms, pull that belly button all the way in. If you'd like, you can rock back and forth, back and forth. Make sure you maintain your weight towards the midline. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring that left knee back under the left hip. Inhale, right leg, it comes back out behind you. Exhale, left leg comes out behind you, coming into a full plank. Pull that belly button in, lift up out of your wrists, but press down into your hands. Pull that belly button in, tighten that core, extend out through your heels and out through the crown. One long line. Make sure you're breathing here. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lift those hips, coming into downward facing dog. Gently melt the heels towards the earth. And you can take some knee bends here so that you can warm up the back chain. Make sure you're breathing. Allow your head to be loose. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Keep pedaling out those feet. Inhale, roll yourself forward, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest as you lengthen out your toes. Exhale, push yourself up and back. Downward facing dog. One more time, let's try that again. Inhale, lengthen all the way up, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Hug into the rib cage with your inner biceps. Unfurl your toes. Inhale, come up. For cobra, exhale, curl your toes under, push yourself up. Lift those hips, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step that right foot between your thumbs. You can help your foot get there if you need to by walking in. Drop that left knee. Shift your hips all the way back. Right toes come to your nose. Exhale, drop those toes. Shift your weight forward. Your knee can go beyond your ankle. Feel the stretch in the front of your left hip. Shift your hips back. Right nose to toes. Exhale, drop those toes, shifting your weight forward. One more time, shift your hips all the way back, right nose to toes. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Stretch that front hip. Make your way back towards center, right knee over right ankle. Lift that left knee up. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, maybe lift yourself up for upward facing dog. That means quads come off the mat. Slight bend in the elbow. Exhale, roll back over your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Drop that right knee down to the earth. Shift your hips all the way back. Bring those left toes towards your nose. Exhale, drop the left toes. Shift your weight forward. Feel the stretch all along the front of your right hip. Inhale, shift your weight back. Left toes to nose. Exhale, drop the toes. Shift your weight forward. Remember, the knee can go beyond the ankle here. One more time, shift your hips back. Left toes to nose. Exhale, drop those toes, shift your weight forward, stretch the front of the right hip. Gently make your way back to a 90-degree angle with your left leg. Lift that right knee, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your gaze towards the top of the mat and either jump, step, or walk your feet to meet your hands, coming into a standing forward fold. Feel free to invite as much of a bend in your knees as you need. Couple more breaths right here. Inhale, make your way all the way up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, release your hands down. Make your way to the top of the mat to your Tadasana, hands face forward. Standing up nice and tall, slide your shoulder blades down your back, root down into your feet. Inhale, arms come up overhead, and as you exhale, sit your booty all the way back. Make sure when you look down, you can see all 10 toes. Pull that belly button all the way in, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Coming into your chair pose. Inhale here, and as you exhale, fold forward, lengthen the legs. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Step your left foot back to meet it. Lift those hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing of choice. Exhale, roll over those toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Inhale, left leg comes to meet right. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Sit your booty back, chair pose. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release those hands down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, sit your booty all the way back. Make sure those toes are not carrying the weight. Full breath here. Inhale here, release your hands down. Exhale, lengthen those legs. This time, step your left leg back for a slow runner's lunge. Exhale, right leg comes back to meet it. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing of choice, pressing down into the tops of the feet. Exhale, roll over those toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Inhale, bring that right foot to meet it. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, sit that booty back down behind you. Full breath here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release those hands down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, sit that booty back down behind you. Inhale, release the hands down to the earth. Exhale, lengthen your legs. Step that right foot back. Step the left foot back to meet it, high plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Stay on the ball of the left foot. Right knee over right ankle, 90 degrees. Once you feel steady, inhale, come all the way up. High plank. Arms come up overhead. Pull that belly button in. Knit that rib cage in. Create space between the tops of your shoulders and your earlobes. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. If you're feeling a little unsteady, heel toe that right foot out towards the edge of the mat. Release your hands down to your hips. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bend that back knee. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen that right leg. Arms come up overhead, and as you exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. You're welcome to take some props here to bring the earth closer to you. Lengthen out both legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together so your weight is maintained in the midline. Relax your head. See if you can drop it down towards your right shin. Make sure you're breathing here. Moving those blocks out of the way. Hands come down to the mat, frame that front foot. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward. Low runner's lunge. Once you feel steady, inhale, come all the way up, staying on the ball of the right foot, pressing down into the big toe mound. Arms come up overhead. Bring that rib cage in, 90-degree angle with your left leg. Release your hands down to your hips. 10 lunges here. Drop that right knee. Inhale, come up. Drop that right knee. Inhale, come up. Drop that right knee. Inhale, come up. 4 and up. 5 and up. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Drop that right knee one more time. Lengthen both legs. Arms come up overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward over that left leg. Once again, slide that left hip back and shift the right one forward, coming into that pyramid pose. Remaining on the ball of your right foot. You can use blocks one more time to bring the earth closer to you at any height, if you have them. If not, maybe you have tomato cans or books. Any height will help you. One more full breath here. Step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, step it forward. Staying in those runner's lunge legs, press down into the ball of the left foot. Inhale, come all the way up, arms come up overhead. Bend that back knee, inhale, come up. Bend that back knee, inhale, come up. One more time, bend that back knee, inhale, come up. Lengthen that right leg and spin your toes parallel to a wide-legged stance. Hands come to the hips, bring in the heels, toes facing out. Bend those knees, horse pose. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, coming up. Try not to let the knees go in. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop and hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Spin all 10 toes to the right side. Nice long legs. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, fold forward over that right leg. Press down to the ball of the right foot. Lift up from the right hip. Here's your pyramid pose. You can spin onto the ball of the left foot. Remember to scissor those legs towards each other to engage the inner thighs. One more full breath here. Step that right foot back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, roll yourself back, downward facing dog. I'm just gonna spin myself around here. Inhale, lift that left leg up behind you. Exhale, step it forward between your thumbs. Stay on the ball of your right foot, runner's legs. Inhale, come all the way up, arms come up overhead. Knit those ribs in, nice long spine. Drop your shoulder blades down on your back. Inhale here. Exhale, drop that right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the right knee. Inhale, come up. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, spin your toes parallel towards the right. Hands come to hips. Bring those heels in, spin your toes out. Lower down, horse pose. Inhale, right heel comes up, drop it down. Inhale, left heel comes up, drop it down. Inhale, right, drop it down. Inhale, left, drop it down. Inhale, right, drop it down. Left, down. Right, and down. Left, and down. Right, and down. Left, and down. One more time, each side. And left. One full breath here. Inhale, lengthen those legs. Exhale, spin all 10 toes towards the left. Inhale, nice big breath, shine that heart nice and bright. Exhale, fold forward over the left leg, arms come down to the earth. Spin onto the ball of the right foot, pyramid pose. Make sure you're breathing here. Step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll yourself out, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Arms come alongside body, palms face the sky. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest. Lift your toes and your legs. Gaze is towards the top of the mat. Lift those arms. Reach the fingertips towards the toes, but extend the toes away from the fingertips, like a game of cat and mouse or Tom and Jerry. Slide those shoulder blades down your back. Pull that belly button all the way in. Inhale, a touch higher. Exhale, lower it down. Stack your hands under your forehead. Swing your hips from side to side. Coming back to center, leave that left forearm down on the mat. Slide it closer towards your chest to lift yourself up. Sweep that right arm behind you as you bend your right knee, reaching for the ankle. If you can't reach it, just bend that leg. Flex that foot if you have the mobility. Feel that stretch in the right quad. Make sure you're breathing. Pull that belly button in. Try not to strain your neck. One long line for your spine. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release that foot. Bring that right arm parallel to the top of the mat. Sweep the left arm back behind you. Bend the left knee. Take hold of the left ankle. Hold yourself up with the right forearm. Flex that left foot. Feel that stretch in the quad. Pull that belly button in to support your low back. Gaze is down towards the top of the mat. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release that foot. Left hand comes back to the front of the mat. Release your palms down to the mat, just about under your shoulders. Push yourself all the way up and back. For a brief breath, we're going to be coming through child's pose. Forehead down on the mat, hips all the way back towards your heels. Walk your hands all the way back, lift that torso, shift your hips to one side or the other, swing your legs out in front of you, right to where we started. Shift that weight from side to side. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips into yourself. Flex those feet. Bring the pinky toes towards your face. Lengthen that spine. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Drop your chin towards your chest. You're welcome to invite a gentle bend to your knees. Maybe you can reach all the way down. And if you can't, that's fine too. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale here. Scoot yourself forward on your mat. Knees bent, arms extend out in front of you. Inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way down. Using that core. Slide your feet so your ankles are lined up under your knees. Knees should be hip distance apart, palms facing the earth. Inhale, step into the earth, and as you exhale, lift those hips. Bridge pose. Shine that heart up to the sky. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way down. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Coming back to center, line those ankles up under your knees one more time, knees hip distance apart. Inhale here, and as you exhale, step into the earth, lift your hips all the way up. Heel toe that right foot towards the center line, and lift that left leg off the earth. Reaching the sole of the foot towards the sky. Flex that foot, bring your toes towards your nose. Press down into the earth with the right foot. Lift up with your hips. I don't know about you, but my right leg is shaking. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bend that left knee. Bring the left foot back down to the earth. Heel toe the left foot towards the center. Step into the earth with the left foot. Lift the right leg all the way up. Lengthen up through the heel. Flex that foot. Right toes come towards the nose. Engage those quads. Press all the way out through the heel. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release that right foot down to the earth. Inhale, your hips a touch higher. Exhale, slowly lower them all the way down. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Coming back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Lengthen that spine, reach your tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat. Nice big breaths here. Release your hands, palms come down to the earth. Lengthen your legs up towards the sky, candlestick pose. Inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly lower your feet down towards the earth. Use that core strength. See how long it will take for you to get there. Pull that belly button in. Use it. Use that core strength. Once you get there, flop your feet out to the corners. Palms come up to the sky, coming into Shavasana. Allow yourself to melt into the earth and come back to your regular breathing. Slowly begin to deepen your breath and bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Inhale, arms come up overhead to a nice good morning stretch. Feel the energy all the way from your fingertips soaring through your body out your toes from this enlivening practice. Release that, bend your knees, roll over to either side, coming into a fetal position. Take a nice full breath here. Using that top hand to help push the earth away, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Rooting down in your sits bones, lengthening up through the spine, reaching up through the crown of your head, slide your shoulder blades down your back, proud chest. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, slide your hands down, heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Hope to see you all soon. Namaste.